All right, you guys, we are going to go over the hip 90-90 to bias hip internal rotation. So the previous video was how to bias hip external rotation for that front leg, but in the same position, we can bias hip internal rotation on the back leg, okay? So get into this 90-90-90 position, okay? So 1 90-degree angle, 2 through the hips, 3 through that back knee, okay? Now, this femur is now in internal rotation coming into my hip joint, okay? Now, I am lacking some hip internal rotation, and you can see, right, you can see a gap underneath this right hip to the ground, okay? My goal is going to be to try to sink my hip toward the ground and facilitate the femur to roll this way, okay? So I'm going to get tall again, and then I'm just going to try to sink into, it's a very slight motion, putting pressure downward toward the ground as I push this knee away from my body and facilitate just a little bit with my hand internal rotation, okay? Now, what you're looking for is kind of a deep stretch in that hip capsule. You'll feel it deep in the hip, and you just, again, you're looking for moderate intensity, okay? You don't want to make this so intense that your brain's not going to respond to it. So find that position. Take some deep belly breaths, okay? Facilitate the femur inward. If you need a little more, you can try to twist the pelvis over the hip joint, okay? So you try to bring your chest facing that way, but remember, it's not just twisting at the chest, because that's twisting my upper back. I'm trying to twist from the pelvis, okay? So twist the pelvis over the femur, in other words, okay? If you're having trouble leveraging this, you can place an object under this hand, okay, and push off of that object to give you a little bit more leverage into your stretch, okay? When you get out of this stretch, it's pretty normal to feel a little bit of discomfort in that hip, so I like to just give it a little bit of kind of internal, external swings here until that discomfort relaxes away, okay? So that is hip internal rotation in the 90-90 stretch. So try that one out, guys.